All right. B's back with me. Just Kicking It podcast, man. Me, Double
Yep.
D last night had to have a little therapy session with ourselves. Now we can get back to the full organic business, If you want
Yeah.
to hear the Manchester United thoughts and what we was going through, just go to yesterday, check that out. But we back to the regular show where we talk about all of footy ball as a whole. So how you been though, man?
Man, everything good on my end out in the great Northwest, man, adjusting to this winter. Got a little sniffle. If I sound a little nasally, that's what's going on. But yeah, man, happy to be back with you, man. The world of football, man. The episodes just continue, man. You know, it's always a drama, like we say. And man, you Manchester United boys was down bad yesterday. I felt a little bad for you, but then I said, nah.
Of course, and me and him, because I was like, I couldn't do it with you on there because you're just gonna throw bombs into the wind and everything. And we needed to talk it out. This is like when you go to your therapy with your wife and you bring the woman that's trying to take you away from it to the therapy. They're just gonna be lobbing bombs in there. Well, you know that such and such. Like, no, we didn't need that. We didn't need no outside people.
Right. No progress gonna get made. No, I understand.
Yeah, but let's jump into Premier League as a whole right now.
Yeah.
You guys knocked out Spurs. This was Tuesday, right? Monday, right?
Monday. Yeah. You know, that's a good win for us, man. I know where you're gonna go. Yeah. Go ahead.
No. I'm gonna go in a different area. Is Spurs really in the title contention, or are we?
You know,
that's my question for you.
Yeah, I think they're a step below kind of the pack chasing, but they're coming, and I like what they're doing. You know, what we saw on the pitch from them talent wise, I think has been a lot better. I think they've done well with the Harry Kane, departure. What are you seeing?
I'm interested in seeing they got a lot of injuries right now. I'm interested how that's going to go with these injuries because what's old boy from Leicester? That's Madison's out. They're gonna lose Romero for some games because from the red card from your game,
right?
Was the other guy you got? Udogi is going to be out for a couple of games for the red cards. Yeah. So we're going to see. We're going to see coming up. But I mean, at some point we're gonna not have to hate. If they keep winning, we got to stop hating and thinking the Spurs is not going to be a contention. At some point, we're going to have to stop.
Yeah, no. They're totally coming. I see it. I don't think it's this season. And it's to your point, it's the lack of depth. You know, when they lose a player or two and Madison being the creator, stirring the whole pot, man, yeah, that hurts things. But I think over the next 2-3 seasons with reinvestment, that stadium, that atmosphere in that stadium felt right to me, almost for the first time. You know what I mean?
Even losing the stadium in the league, right? Like the most modern.
Yeah, definitely most modern.
Yeah, because that's where the NFL plays their games at when they come to London, isn't it? They play them there, right?
I think they played there. I think they played Wembley a few times as well. But
Wembley.
Yeah, they tend to go. Yeah, they tend to go to the modern. I don't know if they played the new Emirates, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean Emirates is a new nice one too. But Spurs Stadium is like state of the art. Like it's like the SoFi. It's like SoFi in LA for the Rams here.
Yeah,
who's
that in La Liga that's building right now? Is that Real Madrid that's building that crazy new stadium right now? Or is it Barcelona?
One of them has Barcelona, because Barcelona can't play at home. They're playing like at the Olympic Stadium or something like that because they're redoing theirs.
I think I caught something on Twitter about that stadium. That thing, talk about state of the art. That looked fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, because El Clasico had to be played at the Barcelona where the Olympics was at.
Okay.
Because the stadium's being redone. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting with that. But I think with Chelsea getting some wins, getting some losses as well. How do you feel about the club? Honestly, and I'm not a Chelsea hater as much as you are a Man U hater. I actually like y'all squad, like the youngness and the youthfulness. Your squad is exciting. Like at least, even though y'all take L's, y'all at least are exciting. It's like I can see what the future holds. It's like the LA Clippers back in the day with like Darius Miles and Quinn Richardson. They was losing, but it was fun to watch them, doing their thing and kind of getting up the floor. That's how I feel watching y'all. Yep. That's how I feel watching you all.
No, I think that's a good take, man, a good assessment. And that's what I like from the ownership, where like if you're not going veteran, bringing in the world class, superstars, then you have to have a youth movement. And you can see it. They're trying to bring in players all around the same age. Using Strasbourg, over in France as the feeder club for the ones out on loan. It's going to be great, man. And they're constantly picking up talent, and they're always in the mix for the next wonder kid. But overall, I like where the club is going. Definitely, I think we handled the business, against Spurs, because you still got to score. They were playing that super high line. That's not easy to do, man. When the pressure's on you.
I was arguing a text group. I was like, it's hard. I mean, like, I know they're professionals, but it's hard when someone's literally like selling out, like, yo, you ain't gonna really you're gonna have to literally run past me and be on time with your pass, and we're gonna stay at the high line up at midfield. And we're just gonna make you have to run.
You don't typically see that, because I mean, what the typical path is park the bus, right? That's the typical tactic. And so, yeah, man, that's something that you got to adjust to. But I tell you, Nkunku is coming. And Cuckoo's coming.
He's back, right? Is he back?
I think he's back in training. I think it's still a little bit longer before we're going to see him on the pitch. And I don't know who you drop, but I think, he's really the talisman. He's the one that stirs the whole drink, makes everything happen. Nicholas Jackson, young, man, inconsistent. I see a lot of talent there, but I think we still need to add more strikers. I want to see another creator come into the mix and another defender. Thiago Silva, he's on his way out. So, and the goalkeeper situation. I mean, listen, man, you can use help all around the pitch, but I really see us building.
So you think the goalkeeper? I mean, how did y'all get in a situation with a goalkeeper when basically not having any goalkeeper? Like, I didn't even know that. Like, y'all, why'd y'all even let Mendy go in the first place? Then, if y'all were going to be in a situation where y'all basically are just grabbing someone else's second keeper to be your first.
He was brought in, to bring pressure to Azpilicueta not Azpilicueta, but Kepa at the time. And so that was why he was brought in, but he could never really handle the playing out the back piece at the Premier League level. So that's why he was, sent packing. So I understood that. I saw that clearly. Then you picked up the young goalkeeper from MLS. I think he's Serbian, Petrovic or something like that. He hasn't even played yet with Chelsea, but he's on the club. I want to see him. Sanchez, I see athleticism. He does have some ball playing skills, but not at an elite level. Not like a Manchester City goalkeeper or Liverpool goalkeeper. At an elite level, they can play out the back consistently, really play the sweeper keeper. We don't have that. And I think that's what you need at the Premier League. That, just like we see in all the other sports, that's the evolution. You have to be able to play it out the back. Nobody just kicks it over the top and, hit the target, man. We're going to bring the ball down and bring others into play. You don't even see that anymore. It's refreshing when I see it.
No, and you gotta have better have a boot on you too, because you're playing. People are playing play, like you're saying, literally making plays like, boom, go up that right side. I'm gonna send it to you, and we can make it move and get an assist. Right. We have keepers getting assists now off of plays.
Yeah. And that's what, playing out of the back, then the pressure comes up. Now you got the ball over the top. But I just meant the traditional way. I like the goalkeeper just booting it up the field, and you have that 6'4" strong target man, and he's bringing it down with his chest. And then your smaller creative players are playing off of that. I really like that. I don't know. I feel like I'm old man Thigpen. You know what I mean? Talking about back in my day.
I mean the way VAR is, man. Now we just need to just let it go.
Listen, man.
Let's talk about the VAR real quick.
Yeah, no. My mind is blown. Like, the brain emoji. I don't know what is a goal. Yeah. I don't know the rules of the game anymore. Honestly, I don't know the laws of the game. Do you?
No. I don't even know if they're going to call a handball or not when it goes in there. I'm like, okay, it touched him, but I don't know if it looks like because I always thought the handball was used purposely or putting your hand in the movement of the ball. Not that someone, like even the one we got with the Harry Maguire one, where he actually headed it down into his arm. I can't do anything like what. That's not a hand, even though we benefited from it, but that's not a handball.
Right.
You can't have another man literally target your hand. Like, you can't target me, and I can't even do anything about
it. Yeah, no.
And offsides, what is offsides anymore? Like,
just don't know. You just don't know, man. You really don't even want to cheer a goal. You almost have to kind of wait, let's see, and then celebrate. And man, that takes that takes a lot away from this game, man. It takes away a lot of the emotion from this game. And then hearing the VAR booth, they don't even sound like professionals, man. The guys in the booth, they sound like me and you.
They just regular dudes off the bus. It's like
regular dudes. Oh, man.
Hey, you want to run the VAR today? Cool. How much? $50 an hour? Come on in. I'll take that. My little part-time job. I'm an accountant during the week.
It's insanity, man. Something has to change. Are you willing to go back to how it used to be and just because the other thing before we ask you that question, the linesmen don't even raise their flag anymore when it's clear offsides. They'll just let the play continue. And I don't get that.
I've never seen they let play continue for another 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, then it goes up. And you're like, hold on, when was the offsides? Like, I'm trying to I forgot.
Right. There's been 17 touches of the ball, since then. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, there's gotta be with the technology that we live in today, how do we not have a better system of a VAR?
Yeah.
We're trying to send somebody to Mars. We can't have a correct video equipment and technology to let you know if it's offsides or not.
Right. I mean, they say like the CIA and FBI can read a newspaper from space. You know what I mean? So how can we not? I don't understand.
And I think it needs to be interpreted too, though. Like if your big toe is over, that should not be offsides. It should be like a full body part for you to be offsides.
Okay, then define body part. Which body part? I mean,
right. But I'm saying, your big toe and you spinning and your heel kind of turned around for that 1 little centimeter should not be offsides.
Right. And then, I mean, what about the tie go to the offense? Kind of like in baseball, a tie goes to the runner.
I would rather have that, to be honest. Like a tie goes, if it's like that close, it needs to be indisputable evidence, like it is in football. When you go into the thing, it might be a thing of, hey, you know what? We don't have enough evidence to overturn this, but I can't say it didn't happen either. So we got to go with what was called on the field.
Or do you need manager challenges?
But that's what VAR is doing already.
But you should be able to
back to the booth.
You send it back to the booth because just like we're looking at the replays, the manager's assistant should be able to look at the replay and say, no, VAR got it wrong. Let's send it back. And the manager gets a yellow card.
You said redo, send that test back to redo. Like you got to redo the test.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh,
maybe that's the solution.
I mean,
because now it's more time to process.
Lose the challenge, what happens if you lose the challenge then?
Then
like, what is
manager gets a yellow card.
Oh, snap. Yeah. How many do you get in this scenario?
You'd get it'd be unlimited if you're getting them right. Why am I penalizing you?
Okay, so and if you want to focus on, if you already got one yellow, and if you want to roll the dice on that other yellow,
or like in that the game last time with it had 4 different issues within the play, and VAR forgot about checking one. That could have been a reason to send it back. Then you would have got the call. So,
got you. I mean, we may get to that point because it's getting bad where you have literally, like in the game was against Copenhagen with the. I know Double D said he thought the Rashford red card was valid, but it's one of those things like are we really gonna go down that road now of that being a red card? Like I'm fine with it being a foul, but like so we're not going we're just gonna let this. It's like almost like judgment. Like come on, like you can look at that and be like, okay, it was not an intentional situation of because that's what red card to me is when you're studying somebody up and you're like. I can tell this dude was trying to bow this dude in the jaw, like on some.
It's not a soccer play. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And if it's a player that has no history of it, it's different. It's like if it was Dennis Rodman out there. All right, man, we know how you get down. I'm gonna have to fight but it's a player that never gets red cards.
Yeah, man, you've got to. The referees got to take control of these matches, man. And I want to see the linesman. And what does the third lines person do? Besides you know, we got all of these eyes on the game, and nobody's calling the referee over saying, "Hey, wait a second here. This is what I saw." I mean, there's just no collaboration. It just doesn't make any sense, man. It just doesn't.
All right, let's run through some games for this week and give our
Real
thoughts
quickly,
on them.
real quickly before we touch on Premier League. I know we coming tight on time. Did you catch St. Louis City getting beat by Kansas City Sporting?
Okay, well, you know what? I predicted this was going to happen. I just think St. Louis FC got the push of a new team push. We don't have no tape on you. We don't know anything that's going on as another manager, and you got that bump of teams trying to figure. Now I got tape on you, and we don't have the talent as other teams do. Obviously, because we are an expansion team. We shouldn't have been good. Yeah, I don't predict us being good next year either. St. Louis FC being good next year. We'll be in the middle of a pack, maybe not even make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I say middle, lower of the pack. It really depends on what kind of offseason they have. I think they've already given away a pick, but man,
they gave away their first pick. They gave away the first pick.
I think it was their designated player allotment. I think they gave that away. I think that's
wow.
So they can't bring in another international superstar. The other thing is they look tired to me. And I think that was, you know, the like you're saying, the emotions of the season kind of fueled them up. And I think that little bit of a break in between games, they just didn't have the same kind of tenacity. And man, it showed on the pitch. You know what I mean?
I always said before, as we get into our last topic with some of these Premier League games, I always thought that they should have went after one of them cups instead of trying to be so well in the league, to qualify for that CONCACAF Champions League. If they'd won one of them cup, you know what? That's what Inter Miami did. They was like, you know what? We not gonna make the playoffs. We don't even care about the playoffs. But we're gonna qualify for CONCACAF Nations League though for sure. We gonna qualify for that. We gonna qualify for that because we want to get into the FIFA Club World Cup next year, right? And make this real money. But that's what they should have focused on instead of because it didn't matter. We lost in the first round. It's so hard to win the MLS championship.
Yeah, I think you're right. They probably should have set the bar a little lower, but you get off to such a hot start. Then you're like, hey, man, I get the Cinderella story. It's hard to beat that if you pull it off. You know what I mean? In your first
and you got the fans there at the games. You can't be like, yo, we're going to park the bus on some of these games to push them towards the cup. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. But I mean, but I will, man. The fans, the atmosphere are awesome, man. It's huge, huge. So St. Louis did it right. They did it right.
All right, we're gonna run through some quick games real quick. Wolves versus Spurs, 8:30, 6:30 in the morning on Saturday.
That's right, man. 4:30 for me. I'm gonna go Wolves, man. I like them. I think they hungry, and like you said, Spurs got a lot of players out.
Arsenal, Burnley at Arsenal at the Emirates.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Arsenal. They definitely nice Arsenal.
I don't see Burnley. Yeah, me too.
Martinelli.
Crystal Palace, Everton.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Palace, man. I'm gonna go Palace.
And it's at Palace too. It's at Palace.
Yeah. Selhurst Park, it'll be rocking. I got Palace. Who you got?
I'm going Palace too. Bournemouth and Newcastle.
I like Newcastle, man. I think they building.
Yeah, no, they coming. The potential Ten Hag firing game. Manchester United versus Luton Town. This is the potential last game he could be managing if we lose.
Man, I know the fans are upset, but you really believe that he could get sacked? This doesn't look good.
You lose to Luton Town, a new team in that Premier League team. They didn't have a stadium for the first 6 games because they didn't have enough people, enough seats that they had to redo for the stadium.
I don't know, man. This could be a trick game. I could see McTominay coming up with like 2 goals out of nowhere. 2 goals out of nothing. That's one of them games.
Because it's the international break is after this game as well. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He could get fired.
Oh, that would be the right time. Okay, you get your inner
that's what
manager
I'm saying. The timing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got time.
I'm not gonna count y'all out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with. I think we win it, but if we lose it, his key card is not gonna work. Literally by 3:00. Last few games: Aston Villa, Fulham. Who you got? You on mute?
My bad. Yeah, I got the mighty Villa, man. I got Villa.
Yeah, Villa. Yeah, Villa's coming strong lately. Brighton, Sheffield United.
Ooh, that's a toss-up for me. I'm gonna say Brighton. Maybe some of the new players start clicking that they brought in after the Casito. So
West Ham, Nottingham Forest.
West Ham.
Yeah.
It could go either
Brentford.
way, though.
Yeah, Liverpool, Brentford.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Brentford.
At Liverpool, at they spot? Is that they spot?
Crazier things have happened.
Crazy thing. And the game of the weekend. Chelsea versus Man City at home at Stamford Bridge. Can y'all do it?
I see a 2-2 draw. Some way, somehow.
You're being realistic, okay?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go out and live and say 3-1 Chelsea.
No. I don't always go off the bridge, man. But 2-2 tie, that's good for us.
2-2. Okay. Sweet.
Give me a score line. What you got?
I'm going 2-1 Man City.
Okay. At least you're not crazy. You're not talking crazy. You usually
no.
crazy.
I don't think it's no. New times have made me have to lower lower way that I look at things in the world. I've been humble. I lost my job. With Man U has made me have to humble myself a little bit and look at the landscape of things more seriously.
Yeah. When you get punched in the face, it's not so fun to watch people get punched in the face. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, man, I think it's gonna be a good one, man. Well, man, thank y'all for listening. As always, another edition of Just Kicking It. We appreciate y'all as always, and we'll be back again soon. Peace.
Very good. Peace. Good.